my student Kaina. She can teach you how to pray. If you want.
Yeah, probably not this time because like.
Yeah, no, you can just, because now you're pregnant, right? You can just sit at the back. So at least you have an idea how the prayer is, so you can just follow the movements.
Yeah, actually I have to learn it.
Yeah, okay, you learned it before. Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay.
即係中有啲時間會講今日嘅 topic 就係關於私人嘅。咁我哋短一個鐘頭鐘啲咧，就冇可能將人哋成個大學嘅課程啊放晒喺度。所以今日咧亦都可能只可以咧係響一個簡介當中咧係講出成個文化嘅一啲重要嘅。
Is it this?
Yeah.咁一間會有一個部分咧，係會係俾人標參與，去討論一下呢啲人文化入面咧有啲乜嘢嘅
Is it hot here? Are you okay? Do you want to switch on the aircon?
Yeah.
My brother is born again Christian, and my father was in Saxon village. My father changed. He passed away. Yeah. I mean that's why I know everything. Not enough to buy. I mean not enough to do the history.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, let's begin this session with a short recitation of the Holy Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Ameen. Translation. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. All praises and thanks to the Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most beneficent, the most merciful. All of the day of judgment, Thee alone we worship, Thee alone we ask for help. Show us the right path, the path of those who have earned your guidance, not the path of those not the path of those who have incurred your wrath, nor of those who have gone astray. Sadaqallahu al-Aliyyul. Inshallah, today's topic is human rights in Islam. That also covers some subtopics, inshallah we could see. And today's speaker is our beloved Imam Shuaib Noohu, senior Imam of this masjid. Over to the Imam.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن العظيم والفرقان المجيد: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فذكر فإن ذكرى تنفع المؤمنين. وقال نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم: طلب العلم فريضة على كل مسلم ومسلمة، أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم صل على سيدنا ونبينا مولانا محمد طب القلوب دوائها وعافية الأبدان وشفائها ونور الأبصار وضيائها وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. Dear brothers in Islam and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
I'm very happy to see all in this gathering to share my knowledge with all you. Oh my Lord, increase our knowledge, my knowledge, Rabbi zidni ilma. Today, we discuss something about the human rights in Islam. Number 2, the woman's right in Islam. Number 3, freedom in Islam. Number 4, inspiration to mankind. Number 1 is the human right in Islam. Number 2, the woman's rights in Islam. Number 3, freedom in Islam. And number 4, inspiration to mankind. First of all, what's the meaning of the human rights in Arabic? Hukuk al-ibad. It's two kinds. Number 1 is hukukullah. Number 2 is the hukuk al-ibad. What right we do to Allah and what right we do to the mankind. Usually, the word hukuk derived from the haq. It means truth and rights over others. Each and every man has right. He must. How can he treat to his family? How can he treat with his personal? How can he treat with his social life? How can he treat with the community? How can he treat in the neighbor? How can he treat with the non-believers? So these are the points including in the hukukul ibad. If anybody do the mistake to the God, to the Lord, to Allah, may Allah forgive us. If anybody do the mistake to the mankind in family life, in social life, in community life, for the family and also the neighbor, Allah never forgive the sins until He must ask the forgiveness from the affected person. So these are the hukuk al-ibad. So this is a very big topic. Okay, we go to the next point. Human right in Islam. You see, the universal and fundamental rights for humanity as a whole. Not only for Muslims. As I told before, it's not only for Muslims, but for the whole mankind. Universe. So number 2, these rights are associated with Islamic faith and belief. Usually, we pray 30 minutes in a day. The rest of the time, we do the business. We read the Holy Quran. We go to the market. We take care of our family. We take care of our children. We mingle with our social service. We take care of our neighbors. So these are included in the human right in Islam. So these rights are associated with the Islamic faith and belief. So number 3, human rights are the religious obligations. Okay, next we see the next slide. Comparison with UN Human Rights Declaration, the UDHR, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights adopted by General Assembly of the UN on 10th December 1948 is a new one, but the human rights in Islam was established 1,500 years ago. It's the old one. Number two, the UDHR, means Universal Declaration of Human Rights, found as a particular document, it's a particular book, it's a code, it's a guideline. But the human rights in Islam spread across the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Comparison with the human rights declaration. Okay, number one is the right to life. Number two, right to respect. Number three, right to justice. Number four, right to freedom. Number five, right to privacy. Number six, right to acquire knowledge. Number seven, right to work. These are the topics we are going to be covered to compare the UNHCR and the human rights in Islam. UNHCR, very specific, well defined, and secular sometimes, and incompatible to the world view of religion. Human rights. Whereas Islam is a broad subject, it emphasizes duties and obligations of each. One should help to safeguard freedom, justice, and equality for all. Promotes foster human welfare and prosperity in all spheres, social, economic, moral, and spiritual. The human rights are mentioned in the Holy Quran and in the sayings of prophets in many occasions, in many places. The comparison of UNHCR and human rights in Islam. Right to life. The article number 3, the UNHCR states that everyone has a right to life, liberty, and security of person. Whereas Islam, the Holy Quran upholds the sanctity and the absolute value of human life. Number 2, it says the life of each individual comparable to that of an entire community. Number 3, not to kill our children out of poverty. The Quran says, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ مِنْ إِمْلَاقٍ. In another place, in Surah Bani Israel, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاقٍ نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُكُمْ وَإِيَّاكُمْ. Don't kill the children due to poverty. We will feed them. We will give the food. So don't worry. Number 4, whoever kills a soul has slain the mankind entirely. وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا قَتَلَ النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. Whoever saves won't have saved mankind entirely. The verse is number 32, the surah number 5. وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. Right to respect. UNHCR, the article number 1, should act toward one another in the spirit of brotherhood. Number 2, endowed with reason and conscience. Number 3, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Whereas in Islam, the Quran deems all human beings to be worthy of respect. The Quran says in the Surah Bani Israel, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ وَحَمَلْنَاهُمْ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ وَرَزَقْنَاهُم مِّنَ الطَّيِّبَاتِ. So, in Islam, the respect is very, very important one. We must give the respect to parents. We must respect to elder. So that's why in hadith and also in some fiqhs, if anybody traveling in the car, they must say the salam to those who are riding in the cycle. Those who are riding in the cycle, he must tell salam to those who are walking in the street. Those who are walking on the street, they must tell the salam those who are the wounded person. So those who are the wounded person are in the street, they must tell the salam to the blind one, because you must give the respect and thankful to God. This is the real thing. So okay, the Quran deems all human beings to be worthy of respect. Human beings can exercise freedom of the will. Another one, they are rational beings, which is what distinguishes them from all the other creatures. Third one, the comparison of UDHR and human rights in Islam is the right to respect continue is everyone entitled for rights in spite of race, racism, color, sex, language, religion, etc. Whereas the Islam is quoted, all mankind is from Adam and Eve. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء. Surah number 4, ayah number 1. So number 2, an Arab is not superior over non-Arab and vice versa. Number 3, a white has no superiority over black and vice versa. لا أبيض ولا أسود إلا بتقوى الله. إلا بالتقوى is the last sermon of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Hajjatul Wida. So, a white has no superiority over black. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. Superiority is by piety, by piousness and good action. The favorite speech of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him. Okay, next topic, right to justice. Adl. All are equal before the law. All are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. The article number 7, the UDHR represents all are equal before the law. All are equal in front of the law. All are equal in front of the God. So the Islam says like this, all are equal in front of the God. The Holy Quran emphasizes on the right to seek justice and provision of justice. God says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kunu qawwamina lillahi shuhada'a bil qist wa la yajrimannakum shana'anu qawmin 'ala 'alla ta'dilu ya'dilu huwa aqrabu lit-taqwa wattaqullaha inna Allaha khabirun bima ta'malun. God says, "Oh, you have believed, it persistently standing firm for Allah, witnesses in justice, and do not let the hatred of your people prevent you from being just. Be just, ya'dilu, that is nearer to righteousness. And fear Allah, wattaqullah. Indeed, Allah is acquainted with what you do. Inna Allah khabirum bima ta'malun. Right to freedom. The article number 4, the UNHCR states that no one shall be held in slavery as servitude. Number 2, the slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. What is Islam? The Holy Quran insists to treat slaves well. In Islamic time, during the Ayam Jahiliyyah, the day of ignorance, in pre-Islamic time, during Ayam Jahiliyyah, days of ignorance, that people were cruelly treated under the slavery. After the arrival of Islam, the slavery was completely rooted out. The Holy Quran insists to treat slaves well. Number 2, it urges freeing of slavery. Number 3, a remedy for a big sin is equal to free slaves. So if you do the mistakes, in the Quran, we state that for tahrir raqabah, if you do the false declaration, you must, for this one, it is a kafara, you must give the free slave for tahrir raqabah. Thus it promotes freeing of slaves. Right to privacy. Article number 12, the UNHCR represents that no interference with one's privacy, family, home, or correspondence. Number 2, law against such interference or attacks. Whereas Islam, the Holy Quran recognizes privacy as part of human right in many places. Number 2, lays or rules for protecting privacy. Number 3, the surah number 24, the lesson number 27. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tadkhulu buyutan ghayra buyutikum hatta tasta'nisu wa tusallimu ala ahliha. Dhalikum khayrun lakum la'allakum tadhakkarun.